What's up guys, Brandon Washington back with another video, and as you guys probably already saw in the title, today I'm going to be telling you guys about how you can actually quit your job and do video production or even photography as a full-time, job. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys right off the bat. Full disclosure. This is not going to be one of those motivational videos that says just quit your job and do what you love and follow your dreams and then everything will be okay, because in my experience, that's total BS. That doesn't work in the real world. The only people I know who've been able to do that are people who have some type of funding, some type of backing, they come from money, something along the lines like that. I'm not that way, so I can't tell you how that part works. But if you're someone who really wants to work for it and go after it, I'm going to give you guys 3 tips on what I did to quit my job to be able to do what I'm doing now, which is full-time video production. Alright, so the very first tip I have for you guys is you have to get your life expenses low. And so what I mean by that is if you're looking to quit your job, you're going to have to make money doing video production. And the easiest way to actually make money is to not spend as much money. I know that sounds a little weird, but it makes sense, trust me. So what you want to do is you got to figure out how to get your rent low. Pay off your car. If you have a huge car payment, sell it. Do whatever you possibly can to get your life expenses as low as possible, because then what you need to make a living is a lot less. See, if you're living a lifestyle that requires that you be making, $70, $80, $100,000 a year as a filmmaker, it's gonna make it really tough to quit a job if it's not, if you're not making that much money initially as a filmmaker. Because as a videographer, photographer, whatever, your biggest asset is your time. And so what we're trying to do is quit our job so we can get that time back to be able to put it towards our video and our photography. So step 1 is you have to get your life expenses super low. All right, tip number 2 is set a quitting goal. So a quitting goal is a very crucial goal. I normally tell people to look at 6 months to even a year out. So, at this point, obviously if you're watching this video and I'm telling you how to quit your job, I'm assuming you have one. Now this is obviously a job you're considering quitting anyway, so it's not something that you're like super passionate about. So you want to set a goal either 6 to 12 months out on what you need to do to quit and feel comfortable. Now that could be different things for different people. For some people that could be having saved up X amount in the bank, whatever that is for you. For me, it was I needed my video and photography business to be bringing in about 75% of what I had been currently making at my full-time job. I had to get myself to a point where I was doing that. Now, the way I did it, and this isn't gonna work for everybody, but the way I did it was I was looking for a client I could put on retainer who would pay me every single month to do a certain amount of work for them. Now, if you guys have questions about how retainers work or how I set up my retainers, leave comments down below and I can do a whole video on that. But you have to figure out what you need to feel comfortable quitting, and you need to set that goal and then work towards that goal as hard as you possibly can for the next 6 to 12 months. Now, this is the hardest part of this whole goal setting thing, is I know if you work hard, like I worked hard, you will reach that goal. But here is the hardest part of all, is when you reach the goal, that's not the hard part. The hard part is actually quitting once you reach the goal. See, because once you actually reach that goal, you're gonna start to play tricks with your mind. You're gonna start saying, oh, well, if I did all this while I was working, then I can keep this job, which is secure, and I can also go ahead and do my video stuff, which I'm actually have reached, whatever your goal is. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you can't do that. You have to quit once you reach that goal. Because once you do, you are going to find that the 40 hours or 60 hours, no matter, I don't know how much you guys are working, but however many hours you've been putting in at work, you can get all those hours back. And again, I already said that your most precious, possession is your time. And so if you can take that time that you were giving to your boss or your job and put that towards your filmmaking, I guarantee you once you do that, immediately your video or photography business is just gonna skyrocket. So, that's the next tip, is you gotta set a quitting goal, and then the hard part is once you reach that goal, You have to force yourself to quit. All right, so the third and final tip I have for you guys is actually how to reach your goal. So no matter what your goal is, I'm going to teach you one little tip, and it's something that I did that really helped me to reach my quitting goal. And that is find a niche. Now, I know you hear this all the time that you should specialize in something, but I'm telling you to go a little bit further. Don't just necessarily specialize. Find a niche area of business that you can offer your services to. So for example, my niche was real estate. I got into real estate photography and video super hardcore. I made these pretty cool, real estate videos, and I found a couple realtors who were willing to pay me to do these videos, and that's what helped me eventually move on over into being able to make video and photography my full-time gig. Now, I don't just do real estate now, but you have to start, or you don't have to, but I recommend you start with a niche. And this is going to allow you to build up a foundation, build up a good base of work, and then it's also going to allow you to focus in one area so you can really drum up a lot of business in that area. Now, you can pick whatever niche you want. It could be weddings, it could be music videos, it could be, senior portraits, it could be, videos for companies, it could be whatever. But you want to find a good niche. Now, how do you know what a good niche is? Well, your niche, either whenever you do a video, you either have to get paid a lot for that video, or you want a niche where there are a lot of clients who are also paying clients. So I normally tell people you don't want to do jobs for people who don't have a lot of money. Like you don't want to do shooting maybe a YouTube video for your friends. They may pay you $100, but that's very here and there, and there's really not a lot extra for you to be doing. There's not a lot of clients. So you got to really think, where is a good niche market for you? If you live in a city that is big in music videos may be a great niche because everybody's a musician. So you can get in, do music videos for 50 to 100 different artists and make that money that you need to be able to quit your job. But if you live in maybe a smaller town, but it's a very business-oriented town, then maybe your niche needs to be business. And you can go in and do videos for different companies. So you got to figure out what niche works best for you in your area. It's not going to be the same, and it may not be what you truly want to do, but it is going to give you the money that you'll need so you can quit your job. And ultimately, the goal of quitting your job is so that you can have more time to then put towards what your true video goals are, or what your true video passions are. And so again, this is just about how to quit your job. Alright, so I hope this video was super helpful. If you guys liked it, if you thought it was awesome, please hit that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be making a lot more videos, some like this, where I'm just going to be talking to you guys, giving you guys some insight of what I've been doing and what's been working well in my business. If you guys want to check out my website, it is bwashmedia.com. And then of course, I'll have links to all the gear that I use to make this video in the descriptions, because I see you guys commenting about that quite a bit. But of course, until next time, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.